One of the best things that ever happened to me was failing. So I know a lot of people are like, man, I can't fail, I can't mess up. That's one of the best things that ever happened to me. Simply because of every mistake, every failure that I had, every thing that I had that just didn't go my way, it was beautiful. All of it. Like I embraced it all. And so today more than ever, I think that we've turned failure into this villain, into this bad guy, and that is just a terrible thing. I think the fear of failure is so strong and so high that it's really paralyzing so many people and it's just limiting us to what we can and should be. And so I think once again, now more than ever, especially for our generation, what we have going on, I think we have to really understand what failure is because people are we're so quick to look at people as a failure because they haven't reached this pinnacle of done certain things and we've just not become this thing up here. But is that really failure? Is that what failure actually looks like? So I did my due diligence. I took the liberty of just simply looking up what the definition of failure is. So first, the definition I gave was just a lack of success. Which, you succeed or you fail, you win or you lose. Got it. Cool. But the next definition it gave made me think a little bit. It's the omission of expected or required action. The omission, or you don't have the expected or required action. So you're not putting in this expected or required action. So if you're not even putting in the work that is expected of you, of course you're gonna fail and not have success. So how can you really succeed if you're not even putting in the work that's required to succeed? And I think that's really where success and failure lies is in the effort. It's in you're trying. It's in the work. Like uh one of the great poets and writers of our time said, success is in the efforts. So if a brother tried his hardest, I'm at peace knowing God and does in a group of cars for me. You feel me? So it's like it's everything is in the effort, it's in the work. And the work is how you really become a success or a failure. It's not really about the actual goal that you attempt to have. It's really in the work and doing everything you can. And so Kobe, one of the most relentless and one of the most, feared men in our generation of all time, he required, he ended up retiring without reaching that level of success that he set out for himself and reaching his pinnacle that he thought he could have or should have. But you know what's crazy? When he went on joining interviews after he retired or right around the retirement when he was expected to, he's like, I'm good. I've given all I can. I've exhausted all options here. I've 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 done all the skill work. I've stayed on the court before practice started. I've done my time before. I stayed after practice and put in the work. I lived in the weight room. I lifted all the weights that I could. I did everything possible to reach this goal. I ate right. I went to physical therapy. I got all the surgery I could. I did everything possible to make sure I reached this goal, to maintain my body to reach this goal. But after 20 years, I got 5 of them, not 6 or 7 like I dreamed of having, like that I planned to have. But he doesn't look at himself as a failure because he didn't do that. Because he knows I can look back and say, I've accepted all options. My gas tank is on E after everything I went through. So he's at peace now because he has succeeded at actually putting in the work. Most of us aren't even really putting in the work, which leads me to what really my first definition of failure is. You're not even trying, you didn't even really try. And if you did try, you didn't even go all out for it. Let's think about it like this, right? So we're in a game, right? It's your team versus my team. And my team goes up on a 10-0 run and jump start the game off in the first quarter. Your coach like, yo, what is this? We're down 10-0. Forget it. White flag. Yo, team, put your stuff back on. We're going to get on the bus and going home. Everybody looking at him crazy because it's like, yo, what are you doing? Like, what is this? You feel me? Like, we still got 3 quarters. We got the rest of the first quarter and 3 more quarters after this to play. Why are you quitting? Why are you're not even trying to win the game now? We're just done now. That's how most of us look because, well, it's kind of, I don't like getting up so early to go run. I don't like to stay before practice or after practice to go to really train and do whatever. And so in my sessions I have with my players, you know, I tell them all the time, that I'm not looking for you to be perfect. I'm not looking for you to even make the shots or even make this thing perfect. I just want you to try it. I want you to get the attempt in of trying this thing that I'm pushing outside of your comfort zone to do. So by you even trying, for me, it's success, because the more you try, the more you figure it out. I'm not going to sit here and baby through all this stuff. I'm going to throw you in the fire and you're going to figure it out. I'm going to throw you in the deep end of the pool. I don't want you to try to swim. You're not even trying. If you're going to drown, yeah, I'll come get you and save you, but you're not even trying to swim on your own. That's what a lot of us end up doing. And then sometimes you're not even going all out with your attempts. Say you try, but you go half-hearted because you don't want to look too crazy, or I'm too cool to try to do without, I don't got to put all the effort in to be this great. I'm gonna just do halfway so I don't look as bad if I fail. If I don't reach this goal, I'm not gonna go all out to it. But sometimes you look stupid going halfway. Like like real hoopers know when somebody's not really trying, and you're trying to look cool by not failing. Like you look dumber by not trying. And so a lot of times we don't even go all out to go after whatever our goal is, because it's kind of scary to do it, or you don't want to look bad. But it's scary to not even to look back and say, man, I didn't even really try. I could have went harder. I don't even know what could have happened. Like, man, I'm so scared to start this business. But looking back at it, man, maybe I could have done it. I could have tried. Now you have all these what ifs in the back of your head that's limiting you now to move forward. But like Kobe, man, if I go all out, I've done all I can do. So I'm at peace. I can move forward now. I know it's scary, man. So like, it hurts to say, when I gave my all to this girl, I gave my all to this relationship, and she just broke my heart and didn't work out. It hurts. But now you can move forward with that, and take that whatever worked and move forward with it to say, man, I can try this for this next thing. So once you get over that emotional hurt and that pain of that failure, you can move forward now with all the wins that you did take and lesson that you took from that, and say, man, I can move forward and be even better next time. This business failed, man. Like, man, it didn't do what I wanted to do. But now I can start a new business and move forward with all the wins that I took from here, move it over here. Take all the lessons that I learned from all the mistakes that I had and move it up here now. But most people are scared to even go all out, to exhaust all options, to really be on empty, to even move forward with it. So it just looks silly sometimes by not even going all out, or even really trying to see it all the way through before you even go and succeed now. And so the next thing I think about sometimes too is that, yeah, you want to reach this goal, but sometimes that goal is actually a failure for you. So yeah, you know, I want to have six figures, but I can get six figures. Not the hardest thing in the world to get six figures. Now I would have to do some immoral things to probably get them six figures, especially when I get it tomorrow. But if I really want to get six figures, I can go rob a few banks. I can rob a bank or two, whatever. I can rob some people. I can scam some people and get some money out. I can, run these things. I can run different plays to get this thing done. But is it really worth it getting to that goal? Well, no, because when I can end up in jail, I can end up dead for trying to rob somebody and break into their house. Or I can get there and just look around and be like, this ain't really what I thought it'd be like. It's like six-figure lifestyle. It's not all it's really cracked up to be, man. Like this it? That's all I have? Oh, okay, cool. And so sometimes you have to remove the goal, which is really why I believe progress is on the goal. So the journey is success. The things you learn throughout the process of doing this, like the going through all the practices, all the memories you have going through practices, the good games where you blew people out and that was fun. The games was tough and you had to really fight and figure this out to play as a teammate. You figure out how to work with this teammate. The practices where you have where you just couldn't get things going, you finally click and you start getting it going. You get on a hot streak and start doing better. The practice where, or the training session where you couldn't figure out this move, but you figured out finally and it started to work and it was crazy for you. Like the feeling you got of trying and finally doing this thing feels good. It's the journey through the whole season that makes that end goal of the championship so much better. So imagine if you wake up the first day on the team, like you're on a team, but then you got in a coma, but you woke up a championship game, you find out you got a championship, you got a ring, and you got a trophy and stuff. But it's like, I reached the goal, but it's like I don't feel right. I'm here, I'm a champion, but it's like, it's not all credit to be. And sometimes that's how we get through life sometimes, of getting here, but by skipping the steps and skipping the process of trying to get there, you leave all the good stuff in the middle between. So I think we have to really like redefine what success and failure is for us, first off, and really first off defining for ourselves what success and failure is. Because a lot of times we can sit back and say, man, I want to sit here and reach this goal of doing this, but if I can go all out and do what I need to do to get to this goal, more than likely I'm good. And so sometimes, we have to redefine what success and failure is. And sometimes looking at it through the lens of that I exhaust all options, that I give the effort and try to figure out everything I need to do to reach this goal. Because sometimes you might put in the required work, but you're not doing figuring out the best route to take to go there. You feel me? So exhaust all options to really get to that goal and really live through the journey being the success. And then the last piece I want to leave with you is that, it kind of cliche now, but you have to turn those losses into lessons. That's the most important thing, to really understand that failure is not real. Like once you, I'm not trying to be super philosophical and super monk like when I say this, but like, let's break it down and think through it too. If I mess up and burn this cake, or I'll burn some food or whatever, well, now I know next time not to leave the stove on for so long, or to, not cook it for this long or whatever. So now this is a lesson for me to now make sure I don't do this again. So man, I messed up by talking to her crazy when I should have coached her this way. But now the next girl that I have to train and talk to or coach, I know not to do this. So now I've succeeded, and now actually trying to talk to her better and communicate better with her. So a lot of times the only time you fail is when you don't even try. You're not even aware of the lesson that you should have had before. So let's redefine what failure really is and get out of this spooky, scary place of failure and fear of failure and all this stuff, man. So you're successful by whatever standards you have for yourself. But the first thing you need to have for yourself is actually putting in the effort and really trying, and not just saying you tried it, but really try it and give it all out. So I know this probably helps somebody. I know this really helps you, but just really thinking through and figuring out what success and what failure is for you will be life changing and game changing. So I know it helps you out. Uh, Stay tuned for the next video. Subscribe, like, share, all that great stuff, man. So, but that's it. Have a good one. Wait, wait, hold on. Time out. Hold on real quick. I just got a quick question for you. All right, okay, look. So where does you go? Like, what are you going after right now in your life? Right? Are you looking to make the team? Okay, you didn't make the team, but you're looking to figure out how to make the team coming up. Or maybe you made the team, but you're on the bench, you're not playing like you want to. Or maybe you're playing a little bit like you want to, but you're not a starter, or you're not finishing the games like you want to. Or maybe you're the player, but you're just not quite where you want to be as far as recognizing your county, or maybe your conference or your state, whatever you're trying to be recognized at. Whatever your goal is, I want you to forget about that. Like, put it on the board or something, write it down in your phone, and just put it somewhere and tuck it away. I want you to take that goal, throw it over there, and now I want you to write a new one, right? I want you to write PROGRESS. Progress. I want you to make progress your goal. Okay? So take that big goal that you have now and take it, put it in your back pocket, and just figure out how to make progress and work towards that goal. Because sometimes we get so caught up on the goal of the end goal where we want to be, that we don't keep working forward and working towards that goal like we should be. So every day I want you to wake up and figure out how to just make progress. How can I be better today than I was yesterday? It's to do tomorrow. The same exact thing. Figure out how can I be better today than I was yesterday. It doesn't matter how good you are or what you did yesterday. It's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. Your goal today is to make progress, be better than you was yesterday. And so if you need a reminder about that, all I want you to do is to have a reminder. I want you to go ahead and get one of these hoodies. Or you get you a t-shirt. I got a couple options for you. So get you a hoodie or a t-shirt just to remind yourself, just to keep it as a memento, to be like, man, today's goal is to make progress. My only goal is to make progress. Progress is the only goal. So if that fits you and you feel like you need to make progress to be your goal, go ahead and hit the link in the description below and invest into yourself, invest into that reminder. Treat it like an alarm clock to remind you that you need to make progress. Make sure that you're focused and being intentional about the work that you have today. So progress is the only goal. Hit the description below to invest into yourself. It's not about me. Investing into yourself to remind yourself that progress is my goal for today. So that's enough for me, man. I hope I didn't interrupt you. Get back to the episode.